I want to break down what our workshop is this month. So for any of you guys, let me quickly introduce myself. You guys don't already know who I am. I am the host of the Master Your Coaching community. I am the creator of the Master Your Coaching um, program. And basically, a quick little overview of myself is I've been in the coaching industry since COVID. I technically I quit my job during COVID, but I basically launched initially it was a stutter coaching business, helping people overcome stuttering, as I stutter right there. And that was August of 2020. And fast forward to today, we've done 7+ figures in the online space. I initially built a community for stuttering, for people who are looking to overcome stuttering. And that's how I built my coaching program, through a Facebook group. And if you guys are in this community, basically, pretty much the end of 2022, about 2 years into my journey, people start coming up to me saying, "Hey, Dan, I love you. I love what you're doing. I don't need help with speaking and communication. Can you show me how I can build a coaching business? Can you give me the blueprint that you used to basically, build this coaching business from just a Facebook group?" And I want your wizardry. Show me how I can implement it. And so basically, it's a quick little overview of myself. So if you're in my Facebook group, it's a pleasure to meet. I'm excited to get to know you more. If you haven't introduced yourself, come say what up in this Facebook group. But what today's pretty much live is going to be is explain to everyone what this workshop is on the 24th, and basically what we're going to be doing, why you should get a ticket, why it's a 50% discount right now. It's $47 if you buy your ticket now instead of after, okay, the week, and pretty much everything else. So if you guys are seeing this on live, come see it up. I see you guys on live. Very cool. Okay, so what the heck are we doing? So Sunday, the 24th, that's basically 10 days from now, I'm doing a full day workshop, which is pretty freaking cool beans. And so what this workshop is basically, there's going to be four main pillars. So let me kind of break it down. Let me kind of show you guys on like this cute little Google Doc. So I'm all about Google Doc. And so it's called the blueprint. Okay. The blueprint or the blueprint to launch. Okay. For coaches and consultants. Okay. So whether you have a coaching business already, whether you don't, okay, so here, let me do this. When it's going to be on, okay, November 24th. It's going to be from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. EST. Okay. So it's going to be a full day. It's going to be on a Sunday. And I do this for one day because my belief is if I can give you a ton of value in one day, you come spend a full day with me. We're instead of taking 2 or 3 days, and I might do 2 or 3 days down the road, but I really want one day with you where I want you focused, dialed in, and then we basically run through everything. And so it goes boom, 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 boom. And then that's pretty much it. So the price of the ticket, okay, so the price of the ticket is going to be 47. So the full rate of the ticket is 97, but till the end of a week, it's $47. Okay, so it's pretty much a 50% discount for this week. So we've had a ton of people already buy their tickets. So if you haven't bought your ticket already, that's what it's going to be. Now, what is included? And by the way, if you guys have questions, please, please, please comment down below. I'll come see your comments down below. And yeah, it's pretty much it. I'm gonna get our ticket. Hey team, can you send the link to buy workshop ticket on live? So I'm gonna get the team to actually send it over to me right now. Okay. So what's included in this thing? Okay. So what's included is it's going to be basically a full day workshop. Okay. So you're going to get pretty much a workbook. Okay. It's about 50 plus pages. Okay. You're going to get, and then basically full day workshop. And I want to show you, it's going to be a live and interactive experience. experience. So you're pretty much gonna get live coaching from me for the full day. Does that make sense? So it's going to be gonna be pretty much live coaching. I want you to bring your offer, and challenges, and you are going to get me live for the day. Okay. Plus, you're going to have an array of other coaches that are going to be on the call as well. Does this make sense so far? Come on, peeps. Yeah. Oh, I see all the comments. What's up, everyone? Okay. So it's going to be a full day experience. Holly, perfect. Thank you so much. Drop the actual link down below. Okay. So this is what you're going to get. You can get a full day experience. Okay. So by the way, I always like to tell people this. People have spent super high ticket to work with me personally, right? Whether it's 10,000, my coaching, I've sold my coaching for $30,000. And so what I want to do is, instead of charging you the bill of $30,000, which listen, I'd be glad to charge you $30,000. What I want to do is I want to give you a full day plus a roadmap, plus a blueprint, plus exactly what's needed to enroll clients in this 2024, 2025 climate. And so, by the way, this is not something that I'm just going to create a Google Doc and let's just talk about it. There's going to be live coaching, but we have a whole freaking presentation built. Okay. And I'll break it down. So it's going to be based does this make sense so far? If this is exciting you, show some love down below. Okay. This is going to be basically there's going to be 4 main blocks. Okay. So pretty much pillar 1 is going to be on the foundations. Okay, so this is going to be like offer creation. This is going to be about who we are. This is going to be about getting clear on your messaging, and pretty much we're going to do live coaching there. Okay, so that's pillar 1. Okay, does this make sense so far, everyone? Give me some love down below, peeps. Okay, then we're going to talk about pretty much. This is going to be a module. Pillar 2 is all going to be about pretty much marketing and promotion. Okay. So we teach promotion. We teach something called community building. So basically, how do you build a community? Okay. So basically, how do you build a brand, a community, okay, a network where you take an audience, okay, from cold to warm to hot. Okay. Let me kind of make this smaller because it's a little too big for me. Okay. Does this make sense, everyone? So there's going to be 4 main blocks. Okay. What I'll do is, if you guys want to see this document, I'm going to do this over here, and you can post it. Okay. So you can come and see it later. So it's going to be 4 main blocks, and they're usually going to be about 90 minutes to 2 hours. Okay. Okay. So pillar 1 is going to be about foundations and so messaging, offer creation, right? Basically, what is the thing that's going to get you paying clients into your coaching business? Does that make sense, everyone? Okay. Pillar 2 is going to be all about marketing and promotion. Okay. Which is, we teach community building, but how do you build the right brand? How do you create the right type of content? How do you build a brand, a community, a network where you take an audience, where you take an audience, right? Your niche. Okay. From cold to warm to hot. Does that make sense, everyone? Give me some hype down below as I'm talking to a frickin' screen right now, please. Very cool. Okay. Pillar 3 is all going to be about sales and conversions. Okay. So this is going to be we're going to talk about a few things about what's called a 1-pager. So how do you break down your offer in 1 page? We're going to talk about scripting. Okay. And we're going to talk about how to take payments. Okay. Basically, are we trying to build a paid, monthly paid community? Are we trying to build a high ticket offer? I think everyone's going to be at different situations, but really it's going to be about how do we convert these people into sales? And so that's why, to me, I always like to make it clear, wherever you're at, what I'm all about is what is going to be the best offer for your niche. So some people who's I want to sell a $10,000 offer. Great. Let's talk about it. Others are going to be I want to sell maybe a $197 a month community or a $297 a month subscription. So we're going to be talking about everything. So whether you want to sell, to me, whether we want to sell high ticket or subscription based, I think to me, it's going to be about whatever the whole thing is. I want to basically talk about that and then do an interactive coaching um, there with you. Does that make sense, everyone? Okay. One second. Now I can look at the actual comments. Okay. Does this make sense, everyone? Come on, give me some love, peeps. Give me some love down below. Come on, drop some love, drop some hearts. Helps with the algorithm so other people can see it too. So I'm gonna keep asking, man, till we get some hearts and some loves down below. Super cool. Okay, pillar 4 is going to be, very simply put, how to scale. So it's going to be 4 main blocks or 4 main pillars. Okay. So we can call this, we'll call this 4 main pillars. Okay. Of the full day. So this is how to scale. So this is like pretty much whether it comes to like ads. Okay. Which is knowing how to maybe if you want to hire a team building. This is going to be about automations, systems, right? Who do you hire? How do you compensate them? Maybe selling like, like super high ticket like this is where we can talk about more upsells, right? Or people want to, like for example, I had a $300 offer and I've sold a $30,000 offer. So it's knowing like how do we scale the whole thing to the next level, right? So pillar 1 is going to be about foundations. Let's get the foundations in place, your messaging, your offer, what's your brand, what do you stand for, what do you do for people, how, what problem do you solve in the marketplace? Okay. And basically like just foundations. Next, going to be all about marketing and promotion. So once we kind of get clear on that, how do we then market it? How do we start to build an audience? How do we start to nurture the audience? What do we do? How do we get them into our world? How do we build like a little nest that where people come into our world? 3 is going to be all about sales and conversions. Okay, great. Now that we have this audience, now that they're nurtured, how do we then convert this audience into actual paying clients? Does that make sense, everyone? So that's the idea. Yeah, love it. Cool. Give me some love down below if this is making sense. Awesome, Nick. I appreciate that. Okay. Then we go to pillar 4. Okay. This is all going to be about scale. So like whether we want to, we're going to talk about how do you run ads? What type of ad do you run? Team building. Do you want to build a team around you? Or whether it's just a VA, where do I start? Right. How do we set up certain automations and systems? So it's not just manual organic, right? How do we build maybe like an upsell? So we start off here, but then we have an upsell. And so that's what the four main foundations of the actual program or the actual workshop is going to be. And then that's pretty much that's what the workshop is. Does this make sense, everyone? Okay. The next thing that we want to do is obviously you're going to get a workbook. And what I want to do right now with you all is hopefully I'm logged into mine, which I'm not. I'm logged into a client. Okay. Let me kind of log in right now. Okay. So if you see over here, so when you buy your ticket, look, we have someone who's waiting to get approved. Okay. That's my team, man. My team, we got to approve these people, man. Okay. So classroom is pretty much what we're trying to do is what we have. So when you buy your ticket, then you have a bunch of bonuses as well. Okay. So basically when you sign up, you're going to get, you can get an actual workbook. Okay. So the workbook is right here. So this is it right here where you're going to get a full page workbook right off the bat. I think this workbook, we have a lot of goal setting here, finding your why. And then we're going to talk about everything from like, how do you set up an actual community? What is your marketing message? What is the mission? How do you attract new members? How do you nurture the actual group? How do you build a one pager? Right? Like we talk about sales, so the high ticket sales script. We talk about hyper growth. How do you make more money in your business, right? And so that's a really rough overview that we're going to be going through in the actual workshop. Okay, so when you actually buy a ticket, you can be directed to this group so that they can go through it all. You're also going to get our books, the Profitable Coaching Bible, the 6 Elements to a Great Facebook Group. I know we're going to be adding in our high ticket sales script, which I think is right here. Yes. So you have your workbook, and then you're able to also, here's the cool part. You're also gonna be able to send a bonus ticket. Okay. And then we also have our DM script, which is right here, which is really cool. And then we also should be uploading our high ticket sales script as well. Then one of the biggest things that's going to be included, okay, is you're also going to get my public speaking course. So you can get a full, so basically if we look at bonuses, which we all like bonuses, okay? So you're going to get obviously like the bonuses, you can get my public speaking course, which is normally 7,500, right? Right? Sold at 7,500. Obviously, in this case, right? This is like not including the coaching, okay? Right? But that's what I sold this course for, right? So obviously you're not going to get the actual, the one-on-one coaching unless you want it, but that's obviously a different conversation. But you can get my full-on public speaking course. Okay. So everything, you can get the workbooks included. We have goal setting assignments, right? So you can get everything kind of included here. Okay. You're also going to get our books. Okay. So this is going to be, you're going to get our ebooks, which is basically going to be our profitable coaching Bible. And then you're also going to get our 6 elements. It's essentially like our Facebook group launch kit, right? And then you're also going to get scripts, okay? Where you're going to get you can get a DM script, and then you're also going to get a high ticket sales script, okay? And then coming soon, okay, we're going to have an offer creation course as well. So how to actually set up your offer. And so that's pretty much what's going to be included as the bonuses. Okay. Now, if you also want, just to kind of throw it out there as well for some people, if you want to buy the recordings. So how do I get the recordings if I miss the day? So the recordings is going to be $97. So you can, once you buy your ticket, you can then buy the recordings for $97. Okay. So the recordings. And so that's pretty much it. So what this whole day is, Holly, am I really missing anything else? I'm trying to think, man. What else are we missing here? Yeah, buddy. Makes sense. Okay. So that's the whole idea is you're going to spend a full day with myself. You're going to come in here, and this is the cool. You're going to get this stuff. You're going to get this actual membership area plus all the actual bonuses. And then once you come in, we have this, guys, it's within 10 days. And so that's why if you get your ticket this week, you can get a 50% discount. Usually, people will buy it last minute or whatever the case is. You come get your ticket right now. And so that's pretty much the whole idea, guys. Who's that good looking guy over there? Any questions that you guys have for myself? So if Holly, do you got any questions from me? Or Nick or Portia or whoever else. So let me kind of go through it again. So when is this going to be? It's going to be on Sunday, November 24th, okay, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. The price is normally going to be $97. And then it's going to be till the end of the week, it's going to be $47. You can get a 50% discount for the week. And then what's included is you can have a full day workshop with us. Okay, we're going to do everything. It's going to be live. It's going to be interactive. I think one of the best parts of our workshop is when I bring people on camera and then we go back and forth. Okay. It's gonna be a full day experience with myself. And then basically, the line I always like to say, and then I'll kind of look at some questions if you guys have any questions. The line I always tell people is like, I want you to think about all the problems that you have in your coaching business right now, and I want you to bring them to the call. I don't want one of the worst things that I see with so many people is they just like kind of like reel in this like like I'm frustrated, I'm stuck, and I don't know what to do, and how do I do this? Great. This is what I want you to do. I want you to write out all those questions, okay? Of like, how do I do this thing? What should I post? How should I grow my group? How should I, is my offer good enough? What should I charge it for? How should I package my coaching? Blah, blah, blah. That's what I want you guys to come to this event for, because that's really what we're going to be doing for the full day. Obviously, I'm going to have my structure, but what I love the most is when I can get people to come in, okay, and then basically like coach them live. This is one of the most, I say it's probably one of the most powerful experiences that most people experience at this actual workshop. So let me see if we have any questions. We get to hang out. Yeah, I love it. Makes plenty sense. Mind-blowing value. That's most of it. Very cool. And you get to hang out with the NYC team. Yes, that is a big deal. So that's the idea, guys. And so again, if I go through the 4 pillars, you're going to have pillar 1, the foundations, messaging, offer creation. Okay. What problem do you solve in the marketplace? And getting very, very, very clear on that. Number two is going to be about marketing and promotion. So how do you actually build a brand? How do you build a community? How do you take an audience? How do you, once you kind of have your niche and you're clear on like, hey, this is who I'm helping. And if you have this already, great. And then pillar three is all going to be about sales and conversion. So great. Now that we have this audience, we have this audience in front of us. We're building relationships. We're nurturing this audience. We're providing them value. How do we then make an offer that's a no-brainer offer? And then pillar four is how do we scale an actual business, right? So depending on how you want to scale, but how do you go from 10,000 a month to maybe 30 or 40,000 a month? What does that look like? What is the actual math to hit 100,000 a month, right? And I think once you start doing some math, right, that's really the whole idea. You can get the workbook, and then you're going to get a bunch of bonuses, right? So you can get our public speaking course, right? It was normally sold at 7,500. I want to make this very clear. That includes the coaching. This is just going to be the course of it. Okay, because I mean, really isn't a price to the course. This is what we sold the program at prior. Ebooks, you can get our ebooks. You're going to get scripts, DM scripts, how to get sales scripts. Our offer creation course that is basically, I'm just going to tell the team coming soon. And then if you want to get the recordings, it's $97. So that is pretty much it, you know. And I think, you know, I was talking to last Friday, we had a whole masterclass where I basically told my story, and then long story short, I brought this workshop ticket. And, you know, one of the biggest lines I was telling my community or the people on the call, sorry, was that, hey, um, you know, if you want to do a workshop yourself in the future, that's kind of what I asked, right? I was like, hey, like for example, let me ask you guys right here, okay? Do you want to do a workshop within your community, or do you want to offer a workshop within your brand? Let me ask you guys that. Would you want to one day want to do a workshop? So let's say, for example, whether you're selling tickets, whether you're not selling tickets, it doesn't matter. But would you want to do a workshop where people basically schedule time out of their day to spend a full day or half day or 2 days with you? Yes or no? Be waiting for the comments. Let's see, right? Okay. Do you want to put on a workshop for your own community, for your own brand? Okay. I know sometimes it's kind of lagging. Okay. What I'm guessing is what I'm guessing is yes, that sounds like a lot of work, or but usually if you're a coach, you want to do a workshop. You want to have people come out. You want to have people get to know you, right? And you want to do something where you're providing value. Exactly. And so the whole idea is that, look, if you want to do a workshop to your own community, the thing that you have to do is experience other people's workshops. Does that make sense? Right? Spend a day with other people. That's the whole idea, right? Like it's like this, right? It's what I always tell my clients. Before you can sell something, you got to be a customer first, right? And so, you know, even like recently, like myself, now that I'm putting on workshops and live events, man, I've gone through so many. I remember 2024, I'm like, I went to this in person, this virtual. I have another virtual event that I'm supposed to go to tomorrow that I bought a ticket to that was $97. I'm doing this because I want to experience other people's workshops. I want to be a customer. I want to see the flow. I want to see the emails I get. I want to see how I'm welcomed in. I want to see how I get excited. I want to see the exercises. I want to be in that energy. And you're going to go through some workshops and you're like, this is great. Others are like, this sucks. And that's fine. But the point of it is that you want to experience it yourself, right? And it's almost like as you go through it, you can envision yourself doing it. Does that make sense? And so that is really the whole idea of what we're going to be doing. It's going to be a full day with us. Okay. Oh, one sec. Let me kind of I'm going to share this link so you can see it all. But does this make sense, everybody? Yeah, buddy. Very cool. Okay. So that's pretty much it. Come get your workshop ticket now. You can see in the comment section below. If you just buy your ticket, then you'll be thrown into our system, and then you'll be able to join our community so you can get all the bonuses. And you can basically plan that Sunday, which is 10 days from now, but till the end of the week, it's going to be a 50% discount. And then pretty much you're going to spend a full day with us. That's pretty much the whole idea. And the goal, and this is what I kind of tell everyone all the time, which is the goal is for you to come out and get that nice kick in the butt that you need to go into 2025 with a flair, with focus, with determination, with grit. with like a plan or a plan of action. And so I tell us everyone, look, if you come out and you spend a full day with me, and if you don't feel like it's worth $97, if you don't feel like you got 10x the amount of value, so what is 10x? 40, if you don't feel like it was worth $500 of value, no problem. Ask for your money back. Say, this was not what I wanted, da da da. No problem. Just let me know what you liked or what you didn't like from it. But I have no problem with you coming out. And if you're not satisfied with the experience, I don't want to keep it. But I want you to come out and I want you to have an open mind. And I want you to experience a full day. And, whether you're kind of hitting like a little roadblock in your business, whether you feel kind of stuck, whatever the case is, the point of these workshops is to remotivate you. Sometimes when one of the best things that I've realized is, like, I wouldn't say realized, but I would just say, like, workshops, workshops here. Let me kind of pull this back. Sorry, guys. Workshops to me, or like events in general, they're supposed to like re-energize you. You know what I mean? Like, think about it like this. Would you spend $47 to re-energize and get you remotivated again? Maybe you're hitting a tough streak. Maybe you're like hitting a brick wall and you're like, oh, I don't know what's going on. That's fine. That's fine. That's exactly what this is supposed to be for. It's to give you that motivation. And maybe if there's one thing that you get from it, you're like, I kind of know this stuff already, or whatever the case is, it doesn't matter. But when you come out and you experience the energy, you're going to experience my excitement. You're going to experience, maybe you're going to hear one thing. And I kind of tell this, currently doing that right now. Love that, Nick. I say this because it's like we have to keep adding fuel to the tank. Does that make sense? So your fuel will run empty. Your fuel will run empty. Your gas tank will run empty. And what you have to do is you have to find ways to refuel up that tank. Right? You're gonna go, and then you're gonna hit like a freaking the tank's gonna get empty. And then what happens is people don't fill up the tank. They kind of just like coast on, like empty, right? And then they realize why the car's having problems. They realize why things aren't working as well. And so what you got to do is, as a spiritual being, whatever you want to call yourself, you got to remotivate that spirit. You got to freaking, light the flame on, right? You got to basically like light it up. And then, so to me, that's what this workshop, the overall idea is. Yes, we're going to be talking about foundations. How do you get clear on an offer? How do you build something where you're clear on, okay, this is who I help. Okay, great. How do we then market that? Okay, great. How do we then convert an audience? Okay, great. How do we then love that? The overall experience is to come out and go through the process of just like listening. There's one thing you might hear that will change the direction of maybe December and then next year for you. And that's the whole point. And so for right now, it's $47. I think that's a freaking steal. But that's the idea. So I'll give you guys about 30 seconds. If you have any questions, please comment down below. But if not, guys, that's the idea. We are going to go live in 10 days for the workshop. Come get your ticket. It's $47. I think it's a freaking steal. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So I give it about 5 seconds, or not 5 seconds. I give it about 30 seconds so we can see, love it. But anyone, the people that are on live right now, how'd you guys like today? Good stuff? Yeah, buddy. Cool. Very cool. There's always a lag period. But I hope you guys enjoyed today. Hope you guys loved it. And look, we'll see you guys next week. So if you guys have questions, come ask below. But if not, come get your ticket, and then we'll see you later. Bye.